What's up, Blessed Up Squad? It's your girl Jalea Alaji, and I'm back with another video, guys. So today I decided to do a story time, okay? Now this happened a couple, let me see. I moved to New York. No, I moved from New York to Pennsylvania. What?
2 years.
Yeah, it's been 2 years ago. But what month did I move here? Like in June of 2018?
I thought it was May.
Either or. May or June. And it probably was May. Okay, so I moved here to Pennsylvania from New York in May. And I was pregnant with my first child, my only child, and a lot was going on, you know. I was a new mom, a soon-to-be mom. I had to get my life situated. This was our first time having our own apartment, living alone, you know, after a long struggle previous to that. So anyway, I moved first from New York to Pennsylvania. My fiance followed me. We wound up getting our apartment like that. We stayed with my mom for like maybe a month or two. Was it a month or two?
We stayed with her I stayed with her from July to September.
Okay, so probably like 3 months. And then after that, after my fiance moves down, he came with like majority of the money, and then I had like half or whatever, and we made it work. We moved into our first apartment. Now before we moved into our apartment, while I was living with my mom, I was like, oh my gosh, while I'm down here I have to land on my feet fast. I have to find a job quick. So my first and I wasn't showing, my pregnancy wasn't showing, so I was able to get a job quick. So I applied for this company named, should I say the name? It was, okay, the company's name was Mary Maids, and I applied to the company. Let me see. I got a call back quick, like a week afterwards, after I applied, and I went in for an interview, and they basically was like, you got the job, you start, told me the day I started. I came in, they gave me my shirts, and at the time it was like summertime, so they gave me my shorts or whatever. Okay, so we were cleaning like mansions, from mansions to regular houses or whatever. And let me see, I didn't really need the training because it's like, I don't know, I was, prior to being a married maid for the first time, like a housekeeper or a maid, I was a daycare provider, and I used to clean up, you know, my classroom, the daycare, you know, stuff like that. So I was familiar with that. What happened? Okay, so the first time I experienced racism in my entire life, and probably I probably experienced it before. I can't say I experienced it. It probably was done to me, but I probably didn't pick it up. I don't know. But this time, like, this was the first time I've experienced it. At this point, I'm at this job, and I'm showing, so I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant, okay? And was working with a specific, well, all the females there were Caucasian, and I probably was the first and only black female at the time. Well, at the time I was the first black female from my knowledge, like, you know, that I seen. So and I wore my hair in an afro, I believe. Was I wearing my hair in an afro?
I don't remember.
It was gel. It was either gel backs or an afro or whatever, because I'm not afraid to be myself, whatever. I'm black female, I'm proud, and that's that. So mind you, this is my first time in Pennsylvania, so you know, New York, you do you. It is what it is. So anyway, we clean mansions to regular homes, and we happened to be on like cleaning a house. No, this house was like in a regular neighborhood, so it was a regular house, and I guess it was like a clean out before somebody moves in, or somebody was moving out and they needed the house to be clean so that they can sell it, or however that worked out. Anyway, I was close with one female, and I believe she was either Caucasian or Spanish. But anyway, we were close. I'm not gonna say her name. We were decently close, and we shared a closeness because I don't know, she was cool, and she was a person who just took interest in black people. Like, she just loved our people, our culture, da da da. People who, you know, she was just cool beans. She was cool people. So anyway, what happened? Let me see. A female came to her, and I guess the female, obviously a Caucasian girl, came to her, and she was just like, I can't stand her kind, or something like that. And I was like, no, I wasn't there. So she said this behind my back, obviously. So the girl comes to the one that I get along with. Let's call the girl that I get along with, her name is Kay. So the girl goes to Kay, and she's like, something about she doesn't work with my okay. So the girl Kay asked the other one that happened to be like come off as racist or whatever. She asked her like what was the matter with her, because she was like acting weird. And I seen that she was acting weird, but you know, me being me, if you don't like me, I don't necessarily care. I work around you because it's a job, and I have to do what I have to do regardless. So I didn't allow that to affect me. So mind you, I'm pregnant, I'm showing, and I'm just doing whatever I have to do, whatever, right? So she goes to Kay, and she's like, I don't work with her kind, or something like that. And Kay goes, what is her kind? And she was like, I guess she figured Kay is not racist like she is, you know what I'm saying? So she was kind of stuck out there with that comment. So Kay was like, what is her kind? So she was like, never mind. And I guess a couple of days after, to like a week, Kay comes to me, and we are like assigned to clean the house together, just me and her. And she's like, let me tell you something or whatever, but you gotta promise me that you won't react. And I'm like, okay, what's up? So she was like, you know, so and so, I forgot the girl's name, you know, it's not worth it knowing. But anyway, she was like, you know, so and so made a comment the last time we all did a house together. Now keep in mind, it was like 3 of us, the girl that felt some type of way towards me, Kay, and myself, and like a couple other girls. But yeah, so me and Kay are on this journey by ourselves to clean a house, and Kay goes, you know, the girl made a comment about she doesn't work with your kind. And I was like, what is she? I knew what that meant, but I'm like, I needed some clarification. I was just like, what does she mean? Like, did she explain what she meant? So she was like, no, but you know, we looked at each other like, you know what that mean, I know what that mean, it is what it is, right? So I was just like, wow, that's crazy. I said, why you didn't tell me then? She was like, girl, you're pregnant, and it's not even worth it, because you know, it's not even worth it. You're pregnant, why risk you know what I'm saying? Like, why get all stressed out over somebody that's not worth it? It's just not. So I appreciate that, I do. Let me see, because I know her name starts with a K. Nah, let me see. But that was one of the first people that was decent that I've met down here while I was in Pennsylvania. And I may not be able to find her name, but she knows who she is, and because we shared that journey together. And I just want to say that I appreciate you for that. Thank you, because that was a different journey I have never experienced before. And yeah, so thanks for listening to my little story time about that. I don't know, like, I felt at the time, I was like, I was surprised because that was the first time it happened to me. Sometimes you see it happen in the world, but when it happens to you, just like, well, thanks for the reminder, yach. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I'm black and I'm proud, and that's it. Stay blessed, bless the squad. It's your girl, Jalea Alaji. Peace.